NBC News said, quote, we have not been able to independently verify her claims. There are things she told us on camera different than the written statement given to the Senate Judiciary Committee. All right, so that was on NBC. Then the New York Times talked about, and you know, you see the headline, Kavanaugh was questioned by police after bar fight in 1985. And then Sarah Sanders...
For throwing ice.
Well, we'll get to that. Sarah Sanders said Democrats desperately attacked Judge Kavanaugh for throwing ice during college. What motivated New York Times reporter to write this ridiculous story? Throwing ice 33 years ago, or her opinion of Judge Kavanaugh in July, where she was talking about how she was a graduate of Yale and was not a big Kavanaugh fan.
Right. So the claim of what happened in the bar, it was 1985. He was at Yale. He was a junior year in college, and he was there allegedly with Chris Dudley, who you were talking about earlier. And this 21-year-old guy's in the bar, and he goes to the hospital with a bloody ear. And he says that Brett Kavanaugh threw ice at him.
Dudley
and then
threw
he
a
said,
glass.
Dudley threw a glass, and that cut his ear. Police go to the hospital in the middle of the night. It happened, you know, 1:30 in the morning, something like that. The guys at the hospital, and police do not arrest Kavanaugh, but they did take a police report, and that's what the 21-year-old said happened to him.
And there were no charges filed.
Correct.
In this. But
is this happening? Are we really going to tell Brett Kavanaugh not to become a Supreme Court justice because of an ICE incident in 1985, not 30 years of his work in criminal justice?
Do you think during the final debate, if they do have that with, you know, on the floor of the Senate, somebody's going to bring up, well, he disqualified himself when he threw ice? I don't think they're going to go that.
But they're going to say collectively, how can we do this? They're trying to instead, Brett Kavanaugh's got to disprove what all these people are saying. And I would not be surprised if the FBI saw that interview with Swetnick and said, I think it's a waste of time to go down there. Something terrible happened to her, obviously. But what does it have to do with Brett Kavanaugh, who she saw at a party huddled by a door? Who saw people spike punch, but no sense that it was him. Deborah Ramirez in college, so drunk she barely remembers, took a week to remember, and the New York Times walked away from her story. And the first one with Ford, the prosecutor comes out and says, we don't know how she got there, how she got home, who invited her, and even if she met Brett Kavanaugh. Is that a reason not to sit somebody on the Supreme Court?
And then the lady, Julie Swetnick, Avenatti's client, her ex-boyfriend is coming out saying that he filed a restraining order against him in 2001 because she was threatening him. He says she can't be trusted, and she's fixed on lawsusuits.
Do you wonder why he's so angry? I mean, is there any doubt why he's angry?
Mitch McConnell says there will be a vote this week. Stay tuned. All right, at 8:11 now. Jillian?
That's right. Good morning. We're following a Fox News alert, and a pickup truck crashing into a group of